Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Let's find out as we get started with the Italian Grand Prix. Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by as 80% of the track is tackled at full throttle. It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. So, without further ado, let's get started. Today, we see the culmination of the team's practice efforts translate to the all-important qualifying session. Whoever said every second counts clearly hadn't revelled in the sport of Formula One, where grid positions can be decided by thousandths of a second. The drivers competing today are amongst the finest in the world, but the margins are even finer. And as you can probably guess, there is no margin for error. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One. Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. Seeing how they did in qualifying, Williams are going to be the team to watch here. They'll be starting strong at the top of the grid and will have many opportunities to steer the race in their favour. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, this is going to be one thrilling Italian Grand Prix, and we're nearly ready to kick things off. As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. Taking a look at the Aston Martin. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. There's the second Aston Martin. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. The race start is mere seconds away. Here we go. It's the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
That's it.
And a new position just gained by Williams. Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
You're in a good place.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position. Sounds like someone's locked up. Let's take a closer look. Now just focus on the Haas. And this, yes, there, that's the lockup. I think we've had a car run wide. Here's the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Well, I don't know what they were thinking there. They're completely off the racing line. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
Yellow flag 15, yellow 15.
There's been contact and several cars involved. Let's have a look. We're just watching the Red Bull. And that's a big smash. They'll have felt that. Who's running wide there? Let's see what happened there. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off. And there's an overtake from Williams. Is that a lockup? We can take a look now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. It's a lockup, and that could be costly. That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Let's take a closer look. Now, we see the Williams here. They're way off the racing line there. That isn't good. Lock up there. Here's the replay. So this was the Aston Martin. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the last thing they'll have wanted. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see. We've just had a car run wide. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. They've taken that far too wide, and now they're paying the price. Sounds like we've had a spin. Let's have a look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. They spun the car. What a disaster. I think there's been a lockup. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse. I think someone's run wide.
Box, box.
Oh, did someone run wide there? We can take a look now. We're just watching the Red Bull. They've gone wide. They won't be happy about that. Seems to have been a lockup. Let's see what happened there. Now just focus on the Haas. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up. Was that a lockup on the track? Now just take a look at the McLaren. And there's the lockup. It almost got away from them entirely. No. The team are really disappointed with that. Someone's run wide. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. And they've gone wide. Way wide. I think we've had a car run wide. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. Well, I don't know what they were thinking there. They're completely off the racing line. We've just had a car run wide. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off.
Get back off.
Push, push.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Yeah, take it easy. Save fuel, save fuel. That's checkered flag.
It was a pretty good performance today from Aston Martin's driver. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Absolutely, this was very promising, and now the team will be doing everything they can to make good on that promise.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.